Wah! 1, 2, 3, give him the stomp, the squigs. I forgot about the squigs. Yeah.
Part 3. The weapon. Fight your way to the research laboratory.
Aboard Valkyrie 1. Look sharp. Orc flyers inbound.
I need a gunner to man the heavy bolter.
Sorry, I just remembered something.
Incoming!
I think this part happens, and then I get stripped of my weapons.
Pilot, match speed. I will shoot them off.
Alright. Gotta worry about these guys, those guys, all those guys. Okay, hang on. Oh, come on.
More of the beasts.
I think there's probably a secret achievement for saving the pilots of these ships. Come on. Okay. It is funny that it's just this side I have to maintain.
3 and 6. Keep us in position, pilot.
Come on. There we go. Alright.
Captain, starboard side. Orc ship coming up.
Oh, right. Oh, right, they let me take it off so I can, yeah. Get off of me. If I recall, you gotta kinda get the people off the, oh god. Fire gun, come on. I remember this mission being not the best with the aiming mechanics.
It's breaking into the cockpit.
Oh. That's right, this part of the mission is like super short. And the game swaps me back to the chainsword, that's right. I'm not the biggest fan of the chainsword in this game. Like, it's still cool and I love it. Like, it's such a goofy thing to have, just chainsaw strapped to sword. But
Lieutenant. Valkyrie 2 is down.
in this game, when there are better options, I wish I had the better options. Especially because the executions for this thing take a little bit longer than the rest of them. And it's kind of absurd that it does that. Yep. I do find it interesting it takes away the laser cannon and swaps it for the stalker bolter again. I'm not the biggest fan of that for this mission. I was hoping they would change that somewhat. But what would I know? Double kill. Alrighty. Bop. Oop. Nope. Damn it. Alright. Now I gotta deal with you. More blood. It better not be blood for the blood god. Because that would not match what the orcs are for. To my knowledge, at least. Unless there's some different codex book out there that says, no, the orcs super do. Because I know stuff like that can sometimes exist. But I also don't know, because I haven't really... Like I say in a lot of my Warhammer-related videos, I do not know everything. Nor do I have most of the time sometimes to really go into it. But, you know. Which is funny, because as I think after I record this, I'm painting minis. I have a biovore that's like partially assembled. and I'm trying to do like painting it before I really assemble it. It's my first mini Warhammer kit where I have to fully glue stuff. Whereas the first set of kit stuff I did was a bunch of Termagants and Space Marines I still have yet to put together and do, but I wanted to at least get the Tyranid ones done. But yeah, just kind of doing that and such. Because the Termagant ones that I got, it was like a 2019 kit, starter kit that I got.
What is the Inquisitor's status?
The remainder of the squadron has escorted his craft to the outskirts of the Kalkis facility.
Very good.
That I didn't have to glue together, thankfully.
Farewell, Captain. I must return to base.
Excuse me.
Those damned Orc flyers cost me too many good men and too many gunships. We'll be hard-pressed to defend the outpost.
Thank you. And good luck, Lieutenant.
Yoink. Did I
Where
just
is
see...
it?
The device is secure, Drogon.
What are you waiting for, then? Further delay is intolerable. Inquisitor, are you all right? Yes. Come. We've no time to waste.
Okay. He's a little on edge. Inquisitors do be like that, though. I don't know what it is with Inquisitors. They're always like hodgepodge. I think, isn't it? I can't remember what takes place for an Inquisitor to be an Inquisitor, but to my understanding, it's kind of like with Halo, where the difference between like an ODST and a Spartan, if that makes sense. Original Mark II / Mark I Spartan. Because if I recall my Halo lore correctly, Johnson is a Mark I Spartan? Just not like heavily modified Mark I Spartan. You know? I think that's what it was. It's been a long time since I've double-checked that. But yeah, it's kind of like that with Inquisitors and such compared to Space Marines, if I recall. Yeah, I think so. God. Here's the thing, I could recall it for one thing, but it could also have been drastically changed in a different codex lore setting thing. There's just so much, it's hard to keep track of a lot of the time. So sometimes it's criminally unfair for trying to figure out lore. Alright, he's just staring into nothingness out there. Yeah, this is an area you can tell was an original 360 PS3 area, just because sand texture. But I mean, hey, gotta save money when you can, because I think back then, especially during this space, because this game came out, I think 2011, 2012-ish? And for the original one, and around that time was when a lot of the nerd stuff was super looked down upon. Like a lot looked down upon. Like, people got bullied because they liked nerd stuff. For those of you that are younger tuning into this, yeah, back in the day, if you liked D&D, anime, all of that, guess who was getting bullied? Guess who was getting bullied? Thankfully, we're in a time frame where it's a lot more accepted now, and I just wish it was like that beforehand, because trust me, a lot of my life would have been simpler if a lot of simpler things like that were just not frowned upon as such. I think the in general nerd thing that was cool was like hyper specific video game types. So like your shoot 'em ups, your Call of Duties, all of that, those were okay. Anything really in the realm of nerd, though? Yeah. Good luck back then. Just because that's how the world used to be. And yeah, I will admit, like, I say that's what the world used to be. I'm only 26, and the world has drastically changed in opinions and acceptances and all that. Absurdly drastically since I was, like, growing up as a wee child. And it's kind of insane how quickly it's been like that. Because, especially when you look back...
It is better to die for the Emperor.
Especially when you, look back into the history of how the world kind of used to be. Yeah, no. Wow. We went from a very stagnant kind of WoW to drastically changing everything. It is... And that's just from my understanding of the older history. Because obviously, I'm 26. You can kind of date when my year of birth was, but like, yeah. Because even growing up and such, like, it took my stepfather, who is like government man, all that kind of stuff.
Only in death does duty end.
Jesus, those rockets are really hurting. But yeah, no, he was... It wasn't until around 20... I'm trying to remember. He's one of those people that had a change of mind and acceptance as he grew up, kind of deal. And I'm not bad-mouthing yada yada. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just giving a very simple example because a lot of older families and stuff like that, older parents, my bad, they're definitely having a lot of changes to mind when it comes to that. Like, if you ask your grandpa or grandma, what were your values during such and such time? You're gonna get some shocking answers. You're gonna get some ridiculously shocking answers. Because, yeah, worldviews were drastically different during certain time periods. I have a grandpa who served in Vietnam, and I was like, oh yeah, for social studies, do like it was like an interview thing of if you have a older person in your family, see what kind of life story they could give, kind of deal. And let me tell you, you asked your grandpa about Vietnam and him serving in it, there were some things I was not allowed to put in that paper for school. A lot of things. I'm talking, he's talking about the gruesomeness he saw. He was talking about the certain brothel houses sometimes that would have been there that allowed them there, you know? Like, there was some... It was different back then. It was very different back then. Dear Lord. But we've changed, we've matured, and thankfully, we're not... well, certain parts of the world aren't dealing with certain things. I'm not going to go too much into that, just because you never know. Especially because I don't have the knowledge of the rest of the world, but just yeah.
Can we get around the bulk of these orcs?
Yes, perhaps. My research produces a minimal waste, so the facility's sluiceways should be accessible.
Lead the way.
Yoink. But yeah, that's kind of that's tiny story time with me, Mr. Keshin. Just about certain things throughout a tiny bit of what experience I've had for life. I haven't had, in comparison to most, I have not had a ton, but yeah, I've definitely put up with more than most of what my generation has to, with horrible step-parent life kind of deal for a whole 10 years, which is why, I'm gonna be honest, mentally my brain is kinda not good from that, just because, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you right now, anyone planning on being a parent, any of that kind of thing, being a step-parent, I don't care if you think that the other child of the person you're getting with was, you know, because guess what? You can't fix what happened before. So if you're going to be a step-parent or a parent in general, don't hate on the child just because you hated what it popped out of. Just saying. Because I had to live a 10-year mental torment of dealing with that, and it was back in the growing up eras of my youth, which we were talking about that change bit of man, we've definitely changed a lot in terms of social studies and mental health studies and all that, which I wish I had growing up. I wish, because now I'm in the time period where it's gonna cost too much for me as an adult to get those resources going. Even with, like, the aid and stuff like that, they'll still find a way. That shouldn't have hit me. They'll still find a way to make my bankrupt bank account. And it's gonna suck. And I can't get those resources and help now to fix a lot of this mentality stuff because, yeah. And trust me, since I've been free from it, which surprisingly is still less than a decade of being free from that horrid nightmare of a life, but yeah, you can tell I'm you can tell trying to mentally focus on this while also bringing up my past trauma is always fun. It's always fun. I'm not depressed whatsoever. Anywho, yeah, just simple things like that can hamper and affect everything for a child. So don't be an asshole parent and or step parent, because look, you're messing with that future. Like, if the child is the future and you're all like, oh yeah, because guess what, I was hit with half sister and stepsister being treated a billion times better than me in every possible way, to where not only the mental stuff was happening, but there was a lot of, I was essentially prisoner type deal. Like, was only allowed to eat what was handed me, no seconds, no snacks, no nothing. Couldn't do certain things at all. Imagine having TV and video game access in your room, but because step parent says no, you then get stuck with, well, that sucks and can't really do that.
Understood.
Because imagine being told growing up, you can either do your homework or twiddle your thumbs. And that was legitimately what I was told to do for a very long time. And so, yeah. And it's kind of gotten to where, I'm gonna be honest, my ability to self-think and everything when every decision was forced to not be yours for a long period of time, especially during the most, you know, the most uniform years of your life where you gotta figure it all out. Because from 7 to 8 to 17 of being able to move out from that horrid thing, yeah, you get a lot gets messed up in your brain. A lot. Especially with just horrible treatment and stuff like that. It's which, if I'm bringing this up and anybody else can relate, you're not alone. It might feel like it, but there are methods and stuff, especially nowadays, that can help you that weren't available for me. So please, if there are certain things like that, reach out for help. Talk to somebody. Anybody. Like, you have a close friend or close family member who you might be able to have help you out. I don't know, just do it sooner rather than later, and your future will be 1,000 times brighter than if you don't deal with it, kind of deal. And if you're gonna take anything from me rambling and saying anything about that kind of stuff, it's I really truly hope that your future is a lot brighter if you are going through something like that. It's just, it's not fun. It's not fun having a mentality of thinking you don't belong, you don't have a purpose kind of thing. It's not great. It's really not great. It's, yeah, it's very hampering. Does he have a... He has a Ninja Turtle backpack? Yeah, but, yeah, sorry, I'm... I'm getting the tiniest pinch of, choked up and stuff talking about that. I haven't talked about this kind of stuff in a long while, just because I didn't have all of the resources to do so. I need to leave. I need to run. Oh god, my screen. Help. Help. Run. Run. Sprint. Run. Wow. Wow. Give me that so I can swap to this, please. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna blame that on trauma story time. Okay, these checkpoints are not cool. But yeah, that's
We will proceed through that door.
That's a little bit about me story time. Hopefully, if anybody was reading it out, hearing it out, then hopefully it helps out in the future. If anything like that, I'm just trying to impart what I can forever on the internet for what I've had to go through in life, so that hopefully if somebody hears it out, they can at least learn from it and or get help for any current situation like that, because it's not good. It's not good. It's not how my brain is. It sucks. I hate it, because a lot of decision making has been a lot more challenging, regardless of how much I've worked on it myself. But you know, life will life, and there's certain things obviously you can't do about it. But hey, hopefully you can figure it out and all that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm spanking orcs right now. Goodbye.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Shut up. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Get off my ship, Space Marine!
Okay, Shrek in your prime.